Test. 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 Test.
Testing? I can't hear you.
I don't know. I can't hear myself. Test. 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 It's going through, but why can't I hear you?
Sounds like some brainworm
Yeah.
took over my brain in some B-movie science.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
I am no longer Austin. I am Dialax, the alien.
Now, oh God, no. Okay, put on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was that simple. Okay. Good evening. Welcome inside Bill Copeland Arena here. It's the BCIHL final. SFU is taking on the VIU Mariners, a rematch from last year's final, except this one is a series. Nick Torn alongside Austin Kozakar here. VIU is the only team to beat SFU in the last 2 years. They'll need to do it twice in 3 days. Can they?
It'll be a tough game. I'm really interested to see how this pans out. SFU has had they've had a not too tough of a season. They've had a great season. They've had a win against an NCAA Div 1 team. They've had a U Sport win, but it won't really count for that much if they don't end up pulling it off this weekend. And this is the one team that's giving them trouble. You really think about. Not only did SFU lose that first game, VIU. There's that they've just barely won that second game in overtime as well. So this VIU team can give them real trouble. The last game of the season in Nanaimo, SFU only pulled off a 5-4 victory. So these two teams can play pretty close hockey. So I'm pretty interested to see what's going to happen. This team's going to give SFU some trouble, and I think VIU has a very real chance of taking the trophy at the end of this weekend.
They have the second leading scorer in the season in Brock Palmer, who in that game one scored 4 goals. And SFU does get some key players back with Jacob Lacasse slotting back in the lineup. And there were worries about Mitch Ledyard, who got hurt in game 2 of the last series, but he is playing tonight, and he will.
Yeah, those are huge additions. Obviously, Mitch Ledyard just means so much to this team. He's a great scorer. He's obviously one of the seniors, the captain, big-time leader. And Jacob Lacasse, just a big energy guy in the room. And obviously in a series that'll probably get chippy, he brings a big part of that aspect in too.
As we'll get to O Canada and be back. let's do that hockey. Mariners, SFU, these two teams, they do not like each other. It will be chippy, as you mentioned, starting goaltenders tonight. VIU's got Derek Krall in net, and SFU is riding Andrew Henderson. And how can you fill us in on the chippiness of this battle?
Well, just, every team in this league sees each other so often. But with VIU, obviously they played each other in the last year's championship. Last week we saw with Okanagan, that last game between SFU and Okanagan really get out of kind of control. I think, with this VIU and SFU team, this is kind of replaced the Trinity Western SFU rivalry from years back.
Yes.
The best of the league, the class of the league. I think, we might see a few misconducts and a few, and out.
We'll see. We'll see. SFU starting with Wicks, Bromhead, Parkhouse up front, Dunlop, Palmer, and Brady Daniels for the VIU Mariners. They win the opening draw of Game 1 of the BCIHL Finals. And the puck ends up in the SFU zone where Tristan crosses. He finds the lead pass. Bromhead out of space, but it was a good stick from Adam Morton, the captain for the Mariners. Bromhead played it around to the other side. Parkhouse gets there. He's rubbed out by Danforth. Puck's now loose and behind the net. Dunlop leaves it for Danforth. Plays it back up to Dunlop, who plays it right back to Danforth, who plays it right back. Then they lose control of it, but Daniels touched it, which it was pushed in an offside position, so the whistle goes. And a face-off just outside the SFU zone, 30 seconds gone.
You kind of touched on it before the game, but Garrett Dunlop and Brock Palmer just combined for some video game-like numbers, like 53 points for Garrett Dunlop, 46 points for Brock Palmer. Obviously, SFU has some firepower on their own with Nick Wicks with 46 points, but yeah, 53 points for Garrett Dunlop in this league is just wild.
Just a couple points as the puck's played into the middle. Now a chance here. Hilton finds to the other side. Jersey Orchard was there, but he couldn't find it home. Jersey Orchard, who currently leads SFU, or tied for the lead in SFU scoring with 4 points. Which is equal to Dunlop on VIU with games in their first round series.
Might see a little bit of separation tonight, one way or another, who leads the playoff scoring race.
Face off one back by SFU. Karamishdev throws it to the far corner. Near side corner, I guess, to us. It's Hilton. Plays it to the boards. Karamishdev will chase after it. Orchard is trying to spin into the middle. And now the Mariners will go away. It's Gavin Rouser, gets to the red line and throws it down and throws a check. In the meantime, Karamishdev throws it to Tishka. Tishka avoids a check, but it's played into the middle, almost intercepted. But Coltolero is able to get it out. Puck bounces around. Coltolero, he gets checked by Earhart. Lacasse is in there. This line features Coltolero, Lacasse, and Matthew Jalabert. And if you wanted a line with physicality, this is it.
Yeah, real sandpapery line.
Puck's play behind the net. Going with against the Levi Johnson, Caleb Franklin, and Carson Earhart line. Icing's waved off as Keanu Robinson goes back. Stretch pass, it's tipped on by Coltolero. Icing's waved off. SFU will go for a change and VIU will restart. Ronnie Wilkie receives the pass and he gets checked immediately by Tristan Cross. Buddy Johnson plays it back to Cameron Shin. Puck goes over his stick and Cross will get it out. Danforth stops it, but the puck goes through, and now Mitch Ledyard. He's got Buddy Johnson with him. Tries to throw it in the middle. Comes back to Ledyard. Ledyard over to Buddy Johnson. Unable. Wilkie into the middle. Levi Johnson, and now Wilkie's got a step here. Ronnie Wilkie outside shoots. Save made by Henderson. And he'll hold on for the whistle.
SFU Hockey would like to thank Rogers Communications for sponsoring the 2022-23 BCIHL season. Score a great deal on a wireless plan by visiting the Rogers and Fido Metropolis stores in Metrotown and Brentwood Mall in Burnaby. For those of you who need phone deals.
Very successful BCIHL season thus far. Cap it off this weekend. Shot goes wide. Danforth on the near side, plays it back in behind the net. Thrown into the middle. Nobody was there but Nick Wicks, who picks it up for SFU, and he plays it high off the boards and out. Parkhouse will go after it. He gets stopped. Morton checked by Bromhead, but he gets it around the boards. Jordan Ray lost it. Wicks stepped in front. Wicks in front of Bromhead, scores! Logan Bromhead opens the scoring in the BCIHL final.
Huge hit to really start that play in motion. Yeah, what a goal, what a statement. I thought it was a pretty open, first 3 minutes of the game. We saw some chances go both ways, but SFU really capitalized, and just a really good shift with that big hit, and obviously just right on target with that shot.
He goes low, blocker side, and Logan Bromhead, first blood in the BCIHL final. And SFU has the 1-0 lead just 3 minutes in. Robinson plays it ahead to Orchard now as they try to create more offense. Daniels tried to glove it down, lost control of it, and hounding him is Jersey Orchard. Kyle Berg pulls it away, and he'll send it right in on crawl. This line of Orchard, Hilton, and Berg had one of their best games in game 2 of last round. Puck's played down. That should not go for icing. Parkhouse gets an assist on the Bromhead goal along with Wicks. And that's probably unintentional, but Jalbert got hit right as the whistle went, and another VIU player, I'm assuming, was going in for another hit. Hit Jalbert a little low, but that's because he was falling. I don't think there was any intention there. Well, Jalbert's all right.
Yeah, looked like he was a little bit stung by it, but seems to be skating off fine.
No harm, no foul. But a face-off in the VIU zone. Pretty good crowd here tonight at Bill Copeland Arena for this Friday night, game 1. Mariners win the draw and played up to Brady Daniels. Now they get into the SFU zone. The puck's played behind the net. Cross. Jalabert checked by Palmer, but the puck gets back to Morton. He'll shoot. It's knocked down by Chin. Puck's lifted high by Coltolero. Lacasse will chase after it. Morton gets there first. So it'll be an icing call and a face-off in the SFU zone.
A pretty fast-paced game so far. We saw a lot of good chances going back and forth, and it's obviously pretty early in the game, but
pretty early.
Looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty exciting one.
Long pause for this draw, and I don't quite know why. Linesman's talking, and now the draw. SFU wins it, can't get it out. Dunlop gets absolutely run over by Matthew Jalbert. Now they're battling on the near side boards. Whistle goes as I guess the player was down and stopping the puck. The physical stuff is already starting here. And the referee just called coincidentals on Garrett Dunlop and Matthew Jalbert, and I bet if you're SFU, that is the one you want to take off.
Yeah, that's definitely,
Now Dunlop's going after Lacasse.
Definitely, probably. I was looking away, but that's definitely one where you want to be careful. Obviously, the right amount, towing the line's perfect. Lacasse, you don't want, draw another.
So they'll both get roughings. It'll be coincidental. But if you're both teams, you got to be careful about the rough stuff. You don't want to
It's definitely going to be a bit of a question about discipline, from both sides. We saw that a lot last week in the Okanagan game. You could, there's definitely probably a coaching staff like, okay, we want you to be passionate, but
there's a line.
Let's not penalize the team.
There's a line, and
keep it to coincidentals.
Let's try, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a trade-off of probably SFU will want to take. If you have to take one. Puck's won back by the Mariners. Danforth plays it deep. Rouser played it behind the net. Wicks comes back to help, and he clears the puck, and it will not come out. Kept in by Morton very nicely. Attempt to throw into the middle. It bounces back to the point. Morton plays down. Franklin fans on a shot. Morton will try. The puck's loose, and the save made by Henderson. Wicks gets control. Now it's played over. It's Chin. Off the boards, finds Bromhead. They get into the zone of the Mariners. They'll change. Parkhouse will chase. Whistle goes. And are we getting coincidentals again? VIU had control of the puck, but the whistle went, but it looks like we're getting coincidentals again. Cameron Chin's going to the box. So,
yeah, it's paying attention to the play within the zone.
So Chin's to the box. And looks like Brendan Sherwock. I believe there was an interference call on Sherwock. And I'm not too sure what the call is on Chu as Johnson takes a quick shot off the face-off. Save made by Kroll. Ref's not giving one side right now.
Definitely an early start to the post whistle or the away from the play kind of stuff.
Face off. Ben Ward, who's gotten his shot in the playoffs, and he's made the most of it.
He's been big. He hasn't played much this season, but he's made a big impact, and you noticed him a lot last game.
Puck went into the SFU zone, but it was played right back out. Wilkie throws it in. Johnson had to touch up for VIU. Tishka tried to find Karamish if the puck comes loose, and now it's Wilkie. Levi Johnson thrown into the middle. Nothing doing. So they both got interference calls? How do you get two interference calls? I don't know. Okay. I didn't see it, so I can't actually just answer the question, but anyway. Puck's rung around the boards. Schuth tried to throw it in the middle. Buddy Johnson was there, but he got checked. And it's Sebastian Archambault who's going to get it out. Robinson finds Berg. Tried to find Orchard, but it came off the puck weird, and Beauchamp's able to get it out. Puck's found Jersey Orchard. He's got Hilton with him. Jersey Orchard will shoot. He goes over the net. Berg. Garrett Hilton. Puck was given away, and Will Norman will get it out. Passed over to Jordan Ray, who looks for Picard, and he just pokes it in. And they'll chase. Norman. Into the middle. It's stopped by Keanu Robinson. Being hounded by Jordan Ray. Robinson enters the zone, loses it for Sean Simpson, who clears it around the boards. And there's Archambault again. Jersey Orchard. Berg, oh, nice turn pass, trying to find Bromhead, who's just behind him, and Picard will intercept. Doesn't get it very far, though. And now Nick Wicks. He enters the zone. Here comes Nick Wicks. He tries to poke check through the crawl and unable to get it through. Nick Wicks pretty quiet in the playoffs thus far. As Parkhouse tries a shot, it's blocked. Cross keeps it in as he spins it behind the boards. Bromhead tries to find Parkhouse in the middle, but hit the net. Bromhead battling with Daniels. Now Wicks, near side boards. Shoots, looking for a tip. Crawl saw it the whole way. And that'll do it as all the penalties are done. Dunlop, Sherwock, Jalbert, and Chin all come out. I'm sure that's not the last time we'll see a coincidental or some roughing calls.
SFU's looked really strong in the offensive zone. They've had some good chances. I think they could tighten up a bit on their passing. There has been a lot of errant passes, and they've kind of gotten stuck in their own defensive zone when it does come to that, but still a lot of time in the game.
Mariners are going to get it out. Dunlop throws it over to Palmer. Check by Chin, has to make him stop, but Palmer still has control. Throws it to the boards. It was ahead of Danforth. He has to skate onto it. Dunlop plays it back to Palmer, top of the circle. He'll shoot, blocked. Tristan Cross is able to get it out. Jalabert will follow up after the interception. Puck comes into the SFU zone, but then it comes out as it took a bounce, and VIU has to tag up. Jalabert unable to get it deep. Palmer intercepts, and now here goes Dunlop. Dunlop enters the zone. Puck's tried to play back to the point, but hit a body. And now here comes Chin. Penalties coming up to VIU, as I think it's going to be Dunlop again. And he can't believe it. And the first power play of the game is going to go to SFU. It'll be a boarding call.
Yeah, he's definitely pleading his case. And a big slam. Big door slam.
He's not pleased.
big opportunity for SFU.
The power play, which we've mentioned before, inconsistent.
They tend to do better on the earlier power plays in the game. It always seems like they'll get the first power play goal and then maybe go quiet the rest of the game.
way, yes.
So who knows? I don't know if that will be a predictor of what's going to happen here, but we'll see.
Couldn't tell you. Wicks and Sherlock will take the face off. It'll be Wicks that gets it. Ledyard plays it back to Karamishnev. Skates to the middle. He'll shoot. It's blocked. Puck's played to the boards. Hilton digs it out. Wicks. Bromhead plays it back to Ledyard. Ledyard to Karamishnev. Wicks. Skates back to the point. Plays Karamishnev. He's coming in. He'll shoot. Tries to go sharp side. Save made by Crawl. Puck goes under Ledyard's skate, but Karamishnev comes to help out. Wicks. Down low, Hilton. Back to Karamishnev. Wicks. Cross ice, Ledyard. Karamishnev. Wicks. Down low, Hilton tries to turn and then poke check. As he turned, Wicks gains control in the corner, goes back to the point. Skates, Wicks into the middle. Bromhead was there, Bromhead's still there, and he fans on a shot. Now the puck goes to the far side corner. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Played into the middle, Bromhead has it. Drops it back for Wicks. Wicks cuts into the middle. Nick Wicks trying to get it in. It goes wide. Now Karamishnev. Bromhead on the one-time chance. It went wide. The net was off anyway. It wouldn't have counted. 33 seconds to go in the penalty to Dunlop. Good zone time for SFU.
Some pretty good puck movement there. VIU doing a pretty good job of not really allowing SFU have too many looks. You really saw Nick Wick try and force something by just jamming it in. Yeah, so far good puck movement. If you're SFU, you'd like to probably see a few more opportunities, but VIU's just clogging it up.
Chin. Cross. Chin, Jersey Orchard. Shoots! He was going for the glove side. Penalty coming up. And I think it's to VIU. Or is it SFU? Oh, it will be SFU, so Mateo Cotolero is going to go off for holding. And it'll be 4-on-4 for 22 seconds, and the VIU will get their first power play. Puck comes out, Jalabert enters the zone. Now the Mariners have it. Palmer is there, gonna hold it and wait for Dunlop to come out, and he'll just join the power play. And he's out of the box. It's a power play for the next minute 40. As Derek Krall leaves it. And Morton stick handles through, drops it for Dunlop. He gets checked as he sends it around the boards. Adam Morton. Jordan Ray missed it. It's Dunlop behind the net. Rouser. Back to Morton at the point. Ray. Morton. Rouser. Shoots. It's blocked by Lacasse. It's kicked out. And that'll come out of the zone. SFU will change quickly. Dunlop. And now it's given away, and now there's a chance here. It's Nick Wicks. He's got numbers here with Parkhouse. Nick Wicks is coming in. Nick Wicks drops from Parkhouse, scores! Short-handed goal! SFU leads 2-0.
Wow, just no mistake about it. It was one of those where you could just totally see how that play was developing. And you know, a lot of times maybe they'll fan on it or something or just miss it, but Parkhouse was just right on the money there.
A bad giveaway just outside the SFU zone. And they extend their lead to 2. It's 2-0.
You were mentioning Wicks a little bit quiet coming into the game.
Not
already
tonight.
with 2 points and just a beautiful setup there. And
not tonight. As VIU will still have 42 seconds on this power play as they enter the zone. It's Franklin, drop for Wilkie. Shot pad, or blocker save by Henderson. Now it's Earhart. He'll shoot, blocked in front. Puck's trying, it's bouncing to get out. Jalibert's gonna get there and he'll not get it out. Earhart at the point, dances around Jalibert. Then Earhart tries to pass, its stick of Karamichev gets in the way and the puck bounces out of play for a whistle with 17 seconds to go in the Coltolero holding penalty.
well, we said earlier I kind of predicted maybe a good first power play for SFU, and didn't, at least with from a scoring perspective, did not turn out, but they did on the short-handed make up for it.
Yeah, that's true. Special teams has come in handy.
They've been great at penalty killing.
So far in this playoffs, for sure. As the linesman's not pleased with Cross and Wilkie inching their way in. The referees, I think, telling to kick them both, and that was Sherlock and Ward. And now Johnson and Franklin will come in for the draw. The face-off is won by the Mariners. Earhart. Back to the point. Struss. Franklin. Struss. Earhart had to take it off the skate. Now he has to skate after it. Plays it behind the net. Penalty's about to expire. Puck's now loose. Penalty's over. Coltolero's Sherlock takes a shot. Saved by Henderson. Puck unable to get out. Wilkie just throws it right back on Henderson. Whistle goes as Henderson gloves it. I don't know why the whistle went. Was it offside? Nope.
Kind of like half expected, or
Quick whistle?
kind of expecting a penalty, but I guess not.
If they called it on the save, that was a really quick whistle.
Just all the jawing back and forth you see as the guys are going back to the bench and everything.
Yeah,
like, you kind of this definitely has the potential. Even this early in the game,
this could get out of hand
there's
quickly.
Animosity. Doesn't take a big hit. They've got saved up from the season
Yeah.
worth of grudges and
Yes.
and slights.
Now, if you're unsure, and just to clarify, there is no fighting in the BCIHL. It is not allowed. Not to say you won't see it, but I'm just saying that it's not.
There's a lot of pre-fights or ones that they don't call fights.
It's frowned upon as Buddy Johnson enters the zone for SFU. Thrown in the middle, Ledyard stopped it. Ray picks it up off the boards. Almost kept in by Chu. Ledyard turns and plays it deep, and they'll go for a change as Krall stops it for Adam Morton. Long pass looking for Picard, but he got stick checked right at the moment as the puck came. Berg battling in there. Picard around 4 SFU players. Puck comes out, it's Hilton. Lost control of it, Mariners get it out. Tishka plays it back to Karamichev. Off the boards and down. Krall. Ray Swings it around, not very far as Palmer's there. Hilton will watch him. Now it's almost given away by Palmer. It's Danforth who comes to help out. Daniels. Played ahead. Palmer lifted high and out. Icing's waved off. Karamishnev goes back for it. Karamishnev being watched by Dunlop. Tried to find Tishko. It was a little too hard. It goes over him. Simpson comes in. He'll throw it on net. Doesn't get very far as it's blocked. It's played off the boards. Hilton will skate after it. Archambault's watching him. He's got Orchard coming. Berg follows up. Here's Kyle Berg. He'll shoot. Save made by Krall. And he'll hold on for the whistle.
Tonight's first period brought to you by Me and Ed's Pizza, located at 7110 Hall Avenue in Burnaby. Get your perfectly crafted pizza topped with quality fresh ingredients and blend of 6 real cheeses served in family-owned restaurants the same way they started in 1969.
My question to you is, which 6 cheeses are being thrown in there?
I didn't realize this was a quiz.
I don't know the answer. That's a lot of cheese.
Would have studied if I would have known you would have asked me such a question.
Got to know your Me and Ed's Pizza, Austin. As the puck comes out and deep in the SFU zone, shots 10-2 in favor of SFU. Bit of a fan on the clearing attempt, but no danger as Coltolero picks it up. Through Struss. Chin gets checked. Dunlop tried to take it away. And Jalabert just throws it right on Krall. He'll play it. Beauchamp checked by Lacasse, but he gets the pass away. Dunlop drops it for Daniels. As everybody's finishing their checks.
It's definitely finals, championship hockey. You can see it. We saw it last year in BCIHL finals. Everybody's hitting a little bit harder. Everybody's finishing their checks. There's no half measures tonight.
Nope. It's offside at the line and a face-off outside the SFU zone with 5:44 to go in this first period. SFU up 2-0. As Franklin throws Parkhouse and the linesman's kicking out Wicks. Or he is. I don't know why. Still waiting to drop the puck. And Sherlock wins it for the Mariners. Danforth dumps it in, and Henderson has to hold on for a whistle and a face-off in the SFU zone.
Shots are 11-3 for SFU. SFU's definitely had the lion's share of the game and, maybe a bit of the advantage, but it doesn't quite feel it's that lopsided as the shot count says.
Robinson plays it ahead to Bromhead, who sends it in. Crawls out to play it. Now the Mariners, it's lifted high and out, and that will probably go back for icing, as it will, as Robinson gets back before Franklin, and a face-off deep in the Mariners zone.
Fun fact for you with the Mariners, they came in the league in the 2017-18 season. They've made it to the finals every season since then. With the year off and two with COVID.
Yep.
They've been the runner-up. So 2 times in a row, and they're hoping this time they'll be the actual champions.
They hope, as the puck's played behind the net. Parkhouse. Wicks gets there before Sherlock, plays it back to the point. Tishka stops it. He does not. It gets through. Danforth. Sherlock tips it down. Icing's waved off. Karamishnev goes back to play it. Everybody changes. We're under 5 minutes in this first period. As Karamishnev played it ahead. Johnson dumps it in. Buddy Johnson will chase after it, but a whistle goes for a penalty? No. What? There's been a few whistles today, and I'm not too sure why. But there is a face-off in the SFU zone because of answers I can't give you. Now around the board, stretch pass, Ben Ward. He's got Buddy Johnson with him. Here comes Ben Ward. Over to Buddy Johnson. It was behind him. And Levi Johnson will pick it up for the Mariners. The two Johnsons out there. Levi.
They faced off against each other a little bit today. It's the second time or the third time I've noticed you.
Got to first name him. Puck's kept in very nicely by Max Struss. Carson Earhart plays it behind for Levi Johnson. Chin gets in front of that. Earhart gets checked by Ward. Now Ward has it. He can't get it through Levi Johnson. Puck's loose there. I see it. Nobody can get it out. Now it comes loose. And off the boards and not out. Struss gloves it down. He'll throw it. Hits the skate. And comes loose. Now thrown into the middle. And then Wilkie tried to skate onto it. And now it's past his Buddy Johnson who gets out for SFU. He's got Tristan Cross with him, but he decides to go for a change. And just plays it deep. Wilkie enters the zone, gets around Keanu Robinson, but loses the puck in the process. And the puck's cleared out. Danforth. Morton. Goes over Norman's stick. And then he got it back, but then he lost it again. Now Berg plays it off the boards and deep, but they're offside. So they'll have to regroup, and now Morton. Off the stick of Norman, and Hilton plays it deep, but Morton played it out. Robinson gets there before Norman. And now SFU has control. Puck's played ahead, it's in Berg's skates. He finds it, then loses control, and now it's Morton. I think SFU was offside again. They'll go for a quick change here as Morton tries to make them pay. He'll enter through everybody, and then he gets stopped by Chu and Bromhead. Puck bounces loose. Bromhead trying to get there, race. Now the puck played in deep. Norman plays it back behind the net. Wicks gets there first. Tried to clear it out, unable to. Now Berg plays it out to Wicks, who finds Bromhead, and now it's 2-on-1. Here comes Nick Wicks. Shoots! Shoulder save by Krall. And a face-off in the VIU zone. Derek Krall coming up playing big with 2:08 to go.
Nick Wicks, again, you know, maybe you heard your comments with him. Seem a bit quiet these playoffs so far, and already 2 assists on a night and another big opportunity. I think it really speaks to, again, the depth of SFU, just that they've got so many guys that, you know, maybe Nick Wicks is going to go quiet a night or two.
And that's okay.
And they still can score 5 goals.
Yep. Now behind the net, it's Wicks. Plays it back to Karamishtif. Beauchamp intercepted it, but then he lost it. Now Dunlop plays it to Struss. Finds Brady Daniels. His brother Austin is also on the team. He is not in the lineup tonight. As Brock Palmer sends it down, Henderson comes out to play it and giving it away to Brock Palmer. It's thrown into the middle. Fortunately, nobody was there but red shirts. And now here comes Parkhouse. Takes a shot, it hit a stick, it went wide. Puck comes loose. And now it's Chin, who will come back. Puck's tipped on by Coltellero. Went right on Krall. A little difficult with the bouncing puck, but he makes the save. And Morton. Lacasse steps in front of the clearing attempt. Now Adam Morton. We'll wait for things to happen as we enter the last minute of play. In this game 1 of the BCIHL finals, SFU up 2-0. It's also St. Patrick's Day, if you didn't know. Jalabert tries to tip it out, chasing on her was Ward, but the Mariners play it back deep. Cross. Now on the near side boards, puck gets back to Beauchamp, throws it over to Struss. He'll shoot, it gets in, goes wide, and it comes in the middle. Palmer shoots, it goes over the net. Jalabert checks him. Ward chases on, and he'll skate. He's got 20 seconds. Throws it right on Krall, and Krall will leave it. And Beauchamp will pick it up. Caleb Franklin was by everybody. It goes right through. Icing's waved off, and Henderson just gloves it to stop the danger with 7.3 to go. And a face-off in the SFU zone.
some scary looking chances there right at the end of the period if you're an SFU fan.
Face off to the right of Henderson. Shots 14-5 in favor of SFU. How many times have we seen players get kicked out of the draw this game so far?
There's been a lot.
Bit of a scramble. It ends up on Struss's stick. He'll shoot it. Gets a deflection. It goes over. It's still out. It's still out. Wow. Some danger with the last few seconds of the period. But SFU stays unscathed, and it's 2-0 to end the first.
Yeah, some real scary chances. You kind of got to wonder, so after that, you know, we've seen a little bit of pattern of penalties right after the whistle blows for the end of the period. You know, definitely some jawing back and forth.
Game is far from over.
But it was a great period. SFU, they came out, they made the most of their opportunities, and they definitely had the advantage. I don't think it's quite as lopsided as maybe the shot clock would indicate, but they played well. VIU wasn't really able to punish them for the times they did make the defensive lapses. There's definitely probably some cleaning up in their game that they can do, but they didn't get punished for it, and yeah, SFU's up with the 2-0 lead.
And we'll resume this game in 15 minutes. We'll see you then. Welcome back inside Bill Copeland Arena here for this BCIHL final. Game 1 between SFU and the VIU Mariners. Nick Torn alongside Austin Kozakar. SFU leads 2-0 in a pretty eventful first period.
Yeah, pretty exciting first period. It felt fairly back and forth, but SFU definitely with maybe the edge in chances. You know, and a lot after whistle stuff. I don't really foresee that stopping anytime soon between these two teams. Might as well do a quick scoring summary with the period seeing SFU up 2-0 from goals from Bromhead, who was assisted by Parkhouse and Wicks. And then it was just Caleb Parkhouse from Nick Wicks for the second goal. Yeah, again, really good period by SFU. I think there's a few parts, you know, defensively, you know, some of the passing was a little bit off, but at the end of the day, they're up 2-0, and there's a lot of time cleaning it up. If you're VIU, you know, you're only down 2-0, and I think there's certainly, they had some periods at that end of that first period was really dicey for SFU.
Yeah.
VIU had some really scary opportunities. You convert on one of those early on in the second, and we've got a game here.
We could, as SFU has the 2-0 lead. A happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Not a lot of green in the audience, if I'm being honest. I mean,
no.
None of us up here are wearing green, so.
I'm not seeing any green beers either. So it has that fantasy, maybe there'd somehow be a green beer, but I guess we'll have to wait until after the game. Maybe, you know, it's a 7 o'clock start, you know. Maybe some people after a game want to head down to East Van Brewing. You know, they're still open until I think midnight.
Hey, it's Friday night.
So
after some hockey, why not?
No shortage of places to go after a hockey game. Get in your St. Patty's action.
Make sure you do it responsibly and use public transit or Uber. As Brock Palmer will quickly take a shot on Henderson, and he'll make the save quickly. Shots 14-8 after that first period. Well, 14-7 after the first period. After that one, now it's 14-8. And the faceoff's won back by SFU. Chin plays it off the boards. Parkhouse trying to get it out. Can he? Does not. Comes back to Cross. Had to take it off his skate. Palmer was chasing after it. Chin's checking him. Parkhouse stops. And now he's got a chance to get it out of the zone. He finds Cross, who feeds it ahead to Bromhead. Bromhead throws it for Cross. Puck's still loose as Kral wasn't able to control it. And now Danforth, pickpocketed by Bromhead. Drops it back for Wicks. He has Parkhouse off his skate. Danforth. Now puck bounces. It's in the middle. Wicks. It was in his skates. Parkhouse pulls it away. He'll shoot. It goes wide. Karamishdiff. Bromhead plays it around. It goes to the point. Tishka. Tried to shoot it in deep. It hit the leg of Palmer. And it comes back to the SFU zone. Dropped for Karamishdiff. Berg. Skates in. Gets stick checked. Hilton follows up. He'll shoot. It goes wide. Orchard gets there before Morton. Now Berg. Orchard. Stick checked and lost the puck to Dunlop, who will play it high, and Rouser will chase after it. Tishka's going to get there in front of him. Icing's waved off. Now it's played for Franklin and wasn't able to control it. Orchard gets the red line, sends it in. He'll chase. Beauchamp. Hilton takes it. Now it's Berg. Into the middle. Orchard was there. Now off the side of the net. Berg's. The pass got blocked. No danger. Robinson. Tried to find his pass, but they were changing with Jalbert and Berg. And now the puck comes out.
We do have the Me and Ed's pizza giveaway.
Is that Andrew Delbert?
Yeah, making a comeback appearance.
A triumphant return.
Long-time marketing director for SFU Hockey.
He's coming back. How exciting.
Handing out pizza. You'll be a fan favorite yourself.
That's pretty easy. That's a pretty easy task to be liked, giving pizza.
Yeah, those get the good Google reviews. They don't get the complaints. Hey, this guy came out of nowhere and gave me a pizza. What's he doing?
Automatically a good night at SFU hockey. Mariners win the draw. Ends up on Struss, not directly, but it got there. And now he has the puck again. He'll dump it in. Robinson plays it off the boards. It comes out and bounces right to Mateo Coltolero, and he read it very well. Mateo Coltolero makes a move around Struss. He still got it. Now he tries to jam play. It came off his stick. Played back to the point. Chu plays it behind the net. Lacasse tried to play it back to Jalabert, but he fanned on a shot. Now the puck's played back. It's Robinson. Makes a move. Backhand chance is blocked by Cherwalk. Robinson cuts in. He shoots. Save made by Kroll. Near side, pulling it away is Rouser, but he lost it. Jalabert has it now. Spins. Coltolero, ooh, real sharp angle shot. He got a piece of the post, but I think it was just the outside. And now the extracurriculars getting going again. 3 minutes into the first period.
I think one of the things that's really noticeable early on is just SFU being really kind of winning the stick battles. If they're in tight, usually they're going to get the puck. Even if, you know, the VIU defenseman has the puck or some, SFU's been really aggressive with the stick. We saw that with Brom had taken away that puck when it just looked like it was solidly going to be VIU taken out of the zone.
Yeah.
And they created an offensive opportunity out of that. Just been really good with the stick tonight.
Mariners come in. It's Levi Johnson. He'll try to take a shot. Chin gets in the way. Now it's thrown into the middle. Earhart was tied up. Buddy Johnson trying to get it out. Morton stops that. Now pulled away by Chin. Over for Ledyard. Shoots. Save made by Kroll. Levi Johnson now. Earhart missed it. Cross. Tries to get it in deep. Unable to. Off the boards and intercepted by Buddy Johnson. He'll enter the zone. Backhanded into the far corner. Cross will chase after it. Buddy Johnson back to Wicks. Cross. Plays it. Parkhouse. He missed it. Puck's loose behind the net. Wilkie gets there before Wicks. Wilkie one-handed to Levi Johnson. He throws it over. Dunlop's there. Garrett Dunlop. Or sorry, that's Earhart. 14, not 12. Puck's played back to the point. Simpson will shoot. It goes wide. Archambault. Puck goes around and ends up with SFU. And now it's Wicks. He's got Bromhead with him. Wicks, nice spin move. He'll shoot. It goes over the net. Tishka. Parkhouse. Bromhead. Wicks. Drops it for Tishka. Tishka comes up. Now behind the net. Into the middle. And SFU, it was Parkhouse who missed it. And Kroll's able to cover up for a whistle.
It's Wicks, Parkhouse, and Bromhead line's been really good tonight.
It has. I believe that's a line that Mitch Ledyard usually plays on. They've slotted in Parkhouse. And it's working. Tishka, Hilton. Bit of a fan on his pass. Puck's unable to get out by the Mariners, and Karamishta stops it. Orchard. Back to Tishka. Back to Orchard. Plays it in deep. It missed Berg. Now to the far corner. Karamishta's going to get there first. He plays it back. Berg. He's got some space behind that. Into the middle. This go. No, it goes wide.
A bit quick to draw.
Based on our angle, it looked like it went into the net, but it was behind the net. Either way, Jersey Orchard. Puck stays out. Now Karamishta. Out of the reach of Orchard, and Hilton now has it behind the net. He finds Jersey Orchard. Thrown into the middle. Nobody was there. Tishka collects it off the boards, being watched by Ray. Now it's Berg. A lot of zone time here for SFU as Karamishta cuts into the middle. Jake Karamishta scores! What a goal by Jake Karamishta!
Wet hands. You don't usually just see him go in and just take care of himself. Usually he's the distributor, but tonight. He wants to be the goal scorer. It's just been a really, really good second period for SFU. I was kind of curious how the two teams would come out. What would the energy be like? It really seemed like VIU was really, really getting some scary chance at the end of the first period. I thought they might build on that, but instead it's just been all SFU the second period.
5:36 into the second period. Jake Karameshev takes it upon himself and extends the SFU lead to 3. Chu sends it down. Danforth plays off the boards, it's bouncing. Robinson played it around the boards, nobody was there. And now they get it out, and Dunlop, that was just out of his reach. And that'll go for icing against the Mariners. That was some incredible zone time.
They've just been on. It's kind of felt like a power play. Much of the second period. That zone time, it had that feeling like where they're cycling. That felt like a power play.
It sure did. That's halfway through that. It was about a good solid 2 minutes in there. Definitely, I was just like, wait, there's no penalty, is there? Played off the boards and out. Knocked down with a high stick by Chu, so the whistle will go. Garrett Hilton gets an assist. And Jersey Orchard gets the assists on the Karameshev goal. Danforth plays it to Morton off the draw. Palmer tries to play in Dunlop, and he does. Here comes Garrett Dunlop. As sliding through was Robinson, but the puck ended up at Henderson, but he makes the save nonetheless.
If I'm not mistaken, that secondary assist puts Jersey Orchard at the top of the playoff scoring list.
That would, as that puts him with 5 points.
The sole individual 5.
Sole possession. Through a game and roughly a half. 2 games and a half, sorry. Excuse me. As the Mariners win the draw. Morton takes a shot. Puck never got to Henderson. It's still loose and it's bouncing around. Jalabert comes away with it for SFU, and he plays in Danforth. 2 number 19s come at it. Danforth wins that battle, and he gets it out. Cross. Chin off the toe of his stick. Now played in by Jalabert. Morton stopped it from going any further, and now he'll turn and go out. Morton finds Brady Daniels. Backhand chance, cleared away by Henderson to the near side. Cross. It'll play off the boards, it'll get out. Coltolero won't get there before Hilton. And now Archambault. Puck's played in, no icing as Brock Palmer tipped it. Puck is there. It's gone for a while, but reappeared. And now Chin off the boards. Archambault stopped it. Tried to play it in deep. Rouser got in the way. Now it's poke checked, and now here comes Buddy Johnson. He plays it over to Ward. Ben Ward shoots. It's blocked by Sean Simpson, and now the Mariners are going back the other way. Brendan Sherwalk, he gets checked by Tishka. Following up was Rouser, though. Now he spins, tries to throw it into the middle. It's cleared away by Henderson. Franklin. Back to Beauchamp. Finds Struss. Intentionally wide. Sherwalk tries to throw it on net. The puck is... Rouser's got his hands up. Okay. They're not going to count it.
I see, yeah, the no goal sign.
They're not going to count it, but
probably sell it. I know the rule that I know is that you want to sell it early. Like, I guess this is in ball hockey. And,
that's
basketball court.
No matter what sport I played, I could very well know it's not in, but you act like it's in the net, and you might will the goal, but
probably not.
Doesn't happen
here.
Doesn't happen very often. Not in the BCIHL final, as the puck does stay out.
In the ball hockey court where I play, maybe.
you might have got some people. So face-off as the Mariners' probably most dangerous chance. Goes away.
They've had a few. That one where it didn't even make it to Henderson. I was kind of curious where that puck was going to land.
Yeah.
Because that seemed pretty dangerous, but it ended up just getting cleared, no problem. But definitely, if that just landed in the wrong spot, you're talking about something a little bit dicey for a big save that Henderson would need to make.
For sure. As discussions were had, and we've decided, and it'll just be a face-off to the right of Andrew Henderson. Garrett Hilton chips it up and now enters the zone. Hilton throws it across, it hit a stick. And now Daniels played it off, then Robinson tried to get it in. Brock Palmer will come in, blocker save by Henderson. Puck's pushed away. Struss shoots, save made by Henderson. Palmer, back to Struss. Now the puck, it took a tip, it goes on Henderson, puck not loose. And Henderson holds on for a whistle. 11:40 to go in the second period.
Mariners shown definitely a little bit of life the last few shifts. They've definitely been peppering it on Henderson. This is where, he hasn't really seen as much action, where you get maybe a little bit nervous just in the sense of, he hasn't really gotten used to maybe definitely if you're VIU, you think maybe this is the time where you can kind of sneak one in.
Yeah, maybe. They're playing well. Bounces just aren't going their way as the puck's played off the boards, and that took a real SFU bounce off the stanchion right to Brahma, and he got it in deep. Morton plays it around for Danforth. Parkhouse rubbed him out, and Parkhouse ended up getting the puck. It's Brahma who dumps it right in on Crawl. He'll play it to Danforth. Franklin off the boards and out. Sherlock gets to the red line, and he bats it down. Henderson out to play it. He'll play it right to Cross. Now Parkhouse, far side boards. Plays in Wicks. He'll chase after it. He's got Brahmed wide open. Brahmed scores! His second of the game, Logan Brahmed.
And it's felt like that's 3 out of the 4 goals have all been from those plays. Like just set up and just perfect shot.
Brahmed comes back door.
That line's just been on fire.
That'll be Wick's third assist on the night, third point.
And just as the Mariners were starting to show, a little bit of pushback, SFU with a pretty timely goal.
And now they're going to try again. Wilkie one-hands it on Henderson. He makes the save. Into the middle, intercepted. Coltolero is able to keep the puck into the Mariners zone. Puck's loose near side boards. Wilkie comes away with it. Off the boards and out. As you mentioned, this line's been on fire. Brahma had 2 goals for 2 points. Parkhouse, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points, and 3 assists to Nick Wicks.
And Wicks, in 2 of those goals, being the guy who really made that happen.
Made the pass. The first assist, if you want to put a label on it. Henderson, it gets through him, but Robinson's able to help back and defend the play. Jono Robinson. Ward. Ben Ward tries to get through, but the sticks of Ray and Norman don't let that happen. Picard. Ray missed it. Now Robinson plays it to the near side. Struss is there. He's checked by Johnson. Puck takes a bounce. It goes to Chu, and now it falls to Ray's stick. Ray fans on his pass attempt. He just has to backhand it down to the corner. Picard. Ward intercepts his pass. Plays it to the near side. Robinson's just going to get there first. Buddy Johnson plays it off the boards. Ledyard, a great idea to find Ben Ward. And he'll just dump it in. Johnson gets there. Most of SFU is changing. Buddy Johnson trying to throw it into the middle. Jersey Orchard penalties coming up.
Some jawing just right at the bench this time was caught. It probably be coincidental.
It looks like it will be. As
just some solid, just jawing back and forth right at the bench.
It'll be Jason Chu for SFU and Jordan Picard for the Mariners.
Two guys who I guess just didn't want to finish their line change and wanted to get in a little bit back and forth.
I'm not too sure what the call is. Maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct
Probably
kind of thing?
roughing, maybe?
Yeah. I didn't
definitely a solid roughing.
I didn't really see what was
right,
happening.
It was right at the bench. They're just going back and forth.
There was shoving, I can confirm, so yeah, it's probably roughing. It's a good, safe bet. As we're 11 minutes through this second period. SFU has doubled their lead in the second period. It's 4-0. Shots 21-13 in favor of SFU. Orchard gets it in deep. Roughing is the call, the coincidentals. And Jersey Orchard trying to make a move. Puck's loose, and it's Palmer who picks it up. SFU trying to keep it into the zone, and they get it out. Dunlop. Palmer, he finds Daniels, in comes Daniels, he gets taken out. As I've heard how, and a bunch of other words I can't say. But the net comes off in the crash of Henderson. And doesn't look like anything's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a face-off in the SFU zone. I guess maybe VIU was hoping for a penalty. They're not getting it. In the words of soccer, you know, you got the ball. Maybe you got the puck. I don't know. Dunlop has the puck off the draw. He plays it back to the point. Danforth will shoot. I think Henderson got a piece of that as he charged that puck. It deflects out of play for a whistle.
Might as well do another sponsor shout out. Tonight's second period brought to you by Quorum Group, celebrating 30 years of building communities.
We like communities.
That we do.
The good community of Burnaby, the site of this BCIHL final, as a shot was blocked by Parkhouse. And then Bromhead chips it ahead, and they'll chase. Look at Parkhouse and Bromhead working. Danforth now, the crawl came out to play, and he gave it away. Nick Wicks! And a good stick by Noah Danforth to deflect the puck out of play, as Wicks wasn't too pleased about that.
Shots have evened up a little bit, 21-15 for SFU. Obviously, SFU from a scoring perspective is totally just taking control of the game. Even more so in this period with a daunting 4-0 lead.
SFU wins the draw. It's Parkhouse. Gets it back. Tishka. Down low, Bromhead. Who again puts it down low for Parkhouse. Danforth plays it ahead to Morton. And the puck gets through everybody. Franklin will chase after it, but Tishka's going to get there before him. Tishka drops it for Karamishtif. He gets checked by Cherwalk, and the puck comes loose. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, though. I guess a trip is going to be the call. Yes, sir. And Brendan Cherwalk's going to the box for a trip. And SFU will get the second power play of the game.
Some really good puck movement in their first power play. But ultimately, they weren't able to capitalize. But then they ended up capitalizing just minutes later when on shorthanded.
That is correct. Yes, 0 for 1 on the power play. But yes, the special teams has come in handy with that shorthanded goal via Parkhouse. Off the draw, and once again, Nick Wicks out of the face-off. is trying to get the justification as to why. And then Mitch Ledyard will, nope, Garrett Hilton will come and take the draw. What is, refs are, everybody's moving around. Bromhead will now go to the side. Wicks goes to the point. And there's the draw. It's Karamishtiv. Wicks. Karamishtiv. Ledyard. Karamishtiv. Wicks had to take it off his skate. Plays it over to Ledyard near side. Back to Karamishtiv, the one-time chance. Or sorry, that was Wicks, goes wide. Puck still in by SFU. Good pass to find Ledyard on the near side. Mitch Ledyard. Down low, Hilton. Back to Ledyard. Karamishtiv. Down low, Hilton's there. Let's play back to Wicks. He'll go to the circle, drops it for Karamishtiv, who thought about shooting. Brahman will take the shot. No, he got the post. Wicks behind the net. Tried to find Ledyard. Whoa! Okay, that was, whoo! That was a little scary. And as the puck comes out. And in another faceoff in the VIU zone as the puck just zooms out. No damage. There's also no delay of game penalties in the BCIHL.
Yeah, I was actually kind of learning that myself. Yeah. That was going to be delay of game.
That would, in the NHL, that would 100% been a delay of game penalty. Puck over glass, but not here. Tristan Cross. Down low, Berg, Cross. Chin, shoots. Kral saw it, and he'll hold on for a whistle with 49 seconds to go in the Cherwalk penalty.
Been some good puck movement. Probably not a lot of grade A chances, but
not bad.
But ultimately, been moving the puck well. And
Cross over to Chin. Cross takes a shot. It took a block. Oh, and it was bouncing. It was blocked by Danforth, but it kept rolling after the block, and it just goes wide. Chin. Orchard back to Chin. He'll shoot. Looking for a tip. It went wide. Berg tries to play it. He gets knocked down. Coltolero far side. 25 seconds to go on the penalty to Cherwalk. Cross. Orchard. Berg's open. Kyle Berg trying to do some ditsy doodles. And it rolled off his stick and wide, and the Mariners are going to get it out, and that should just about do it. Henderson. Cross. Now Chin. Chances generated, but nothing doing. As Cherwalk's out of the box, and we're back to even strength. Jalabert. Lacasse, check. Dunlop pulls the puck away. Brady Daniels gives it away to Jacob Lacasse in his own zone. And now Buddy Johnson trying to skate onto it. He gets there, not able to get it deep. Archambault steps in front of that. Now they're battling near side. Buddy Johnson pulls it back. It gets to the point. Robinson will shoot. It's blocked. Falls to Jalabert. Chu into the middle. Bounces over the stick of Buddy Johnson. And now the Mariners gain control as they'll try to get it out. Morton, he will. Just out of the reach of Palmer off the boards, and Jalabert plays it off the boards. Unable to get it out, though, as it's played back in by Brady Daniels. Palmer has control of the puck now. He cuts it in the middle. He'll shoot. Stick checked. And the puck goes wide. Archambault plays it behind the net. Brady Daniels gets there first. Now it's thrown into the middle. Puck still loose as the stick checks are flying everywhere. And SFU's going to get the puck out, and that should, no, icing's waved off as the puck doesn't get there. Simpson. Stretch pass for Palmer. He'll just control it rather than tipping it on. He'll dump it in. Karamishtiv. Enters the zone. Bromhead now plays in. Karamishtiv. Sharp angle shot. Save made by Kral. Levi Johnson boards and out. Karamishtiv gloves it down. Plays it to Tishka. Rings it around the boards. Bromhead. Parkhouse. Battle on the near side boards. Parkhouse is in there, Chin's in there. Wicks pulls the puck away and he plays to the far corner. Wilkie tips it deep. Chin will get there for SFU. He drops it for Cross, but he fell over as Johnson was hounding him. Now Hilton's able to get it out of the SFU zone, but Wilkie picks it up immediately, and he plays it ahead. Levi Johnson with a shot. And Henderson makes the save. And some more rough stuff with 3:26 to go in this second period.
I was going to say, it was, you know, with maybe the score being a little bit, you know, lopsided, it was good. It's getting a little bit quiet there with the rough stuff. But I guess, you know, good old scrum in front of the net to reawaken things.
The face-off went right to Henderson, sorry, and he'll hold on for the whistle. Chin. Now stretch pass. Oh, Hilton had the back door there, but Jersey Orchard follows up. He's got some space. Jersey Orchard wide around the net. He's still got it. Jersey Orchard makes some moves. Danforth's in there as well. Orchard plays it back to Cross. He'll shoot, blocked by Levi Johnson. Puck's out, not very far as Hilton gloved it down. Trying to get it in deep. Ward right off the bench. He skates right into the puck, but he lost the puck. No, now he gained it back as Earhart lost it. Now the puck's played out. Chin. Poke checks it. Ward tries to backhand it deep. Morton doesn't let it go that deep. Now they're battling on the near side boards. Buddy Johnson comes over to help. Checked by Wilkie. Buddy Johnson back to Chu. He shoots. Whoa, that was a little dangerous as the shot came on, but Kral's helmet was not on. And he still tried to make the save. I want to make that clear. He tried to make that save, but the puck fortunately deflected well overhead. It'll be a face-off to the left of Kral. 2:29 to go. Face-off bouncing around, and puck comes out of the zone, but SFU gains control. Buddy Johnson off the boards, doesn't get very deep as Beauchamp's stick got in the way. Now Struss. Plays it up the middle, it goes past everybody. Robinson's gonna get there and it'll be an icing call on the face-off back in the Mariner zone. Back to the point, Robinson. Buddy Johnson being watched by Cherwalk. Buddy Johnson into the middle. Shot by Ward. It wasn't quite the one time I think he wanted. Now the puck's thrown into the middle, nobody was there. Chu. Now the puck sent all the way down, and that'll be another icing against the VIU Mariners, who have already been out there for quite some time.
Yeah, and you can see there, you know, SFU some good puck movement here. They'll have a chance to punish a pretty tired bunch of guys on the end of their shift.
To get the Wicks Parkhouse Bromhead line out. There's Karamishchev. Bromhead's there, throws it. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass across face. Another way, SFU maintains control. Parkhouse will play in Bromhead. It bounces over his stick. Beauchamp will be able to skate onto it. Wicks knocks it down, unable to get it out. Now here comes Bromhead. Thought about shooting. Gains control. He'll shoot. And Kral makes a save right on his chest. And VIU will get a change.
SFU definitely looking hungry to add on a fifth goal before the end of the period, you know, definitely be well, it's already a pretty commanding lead at the 4-0, but each little bit of insurance you add.
Just a little bit. Karamishtiv. Parkhouse. Fan on his pass attempt to go back to the point, but it's working out so far as Wicks now tries to get it deep. Bromhead will chase. Danforth plays it. Morton. High and out. Tishka knocks it down in his own zone as we enter the last minute of play. Now it's a chance here for the Mariners. Back to the point. Morton shoots, looking for a tip. It goes wide. Coltolero will get there. But a penalty's coming up to SFU, I think. It's a cross-checking. And it'll be to Tishka. And VIU will get their second power play of the game.
Yeah, obviously, really key time. Try and get something going for the Mariners. It is 4-0, but we've definitely seen some comebacks from this. You know, even I think we've seen this Mariners team do this in the past, come back from 4 or 5 goal deficits. But they've got to get started on it soon.
We'll have about 40 seconds in this in the second period, and it will roll over as the puck's still loose, and it ends up on Jalbert. Stick, and he's able to play it down. And he gets knocked down. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to take him right off of the power play.
That's a tough penalty to take.
Jordan Ray is trying to get the embellishment call, but that was a pretty clear cross-check, I'm saying there. But just 19 seconds into the power play, Jordan Ray takes him right off of it, and we're going to 4-on-4 hockey with 25 seconds to go in the period. As not ideal for the Mariners in that one. Face off one back by the Mariners. Morton. Palmer. And now another penalty being taken by the Mariners, and SFU is going to go to 4-on-3. It'll be an interference call. Is it Garrett Dunlop again? That'll be his third penalty of the day. He is not helping his team. It is Garrett Dunlop, and it's going to be interference.
This is definitely one of those cases, obviously, in the intermission, and probably going into the next game where the Mariners are really going to have to talk about staying disciplined, and obviously, down 4-0, it's a pretty long shot odds, but this makes it tough when you give SFU every opportunity just to keep building on that lead and take yourself out of valuable minutes that you could be clawing your way back.
There's only 8.7 seconds to go in the second period, assuming nothing happens here. It'll be a 4-on-3 right to the end. One back to the point, Cross. Wicks back to Cross. He'll shoot, scores!
Wow, buzzer beater, 0.4 seconds left.
0.4 seconds left. Tristan Cross, I think it goes off a leg and past Kroll. It'll be a power play goal. And SFU leads 5-0. As they're just going to run off the, nope, yep. Are they running off the clock? They are. So they won't do a face-off. And SFU goes right to the room. It's 5-0.
I guess really not much point in getting a face-off with 0.4 seconds. I guess the rule of the law would be probably to drop it, but what's it really going to accomplish aside from maybe a little bit more, jawing back and forth at the face-off dot?
Yes. As A pretty eventful second period, and it'll lead to SFU being up 5-0 as we'll go into the third period of Game 1 of the BCIHL Finals. Welcome back inside Bill Copeland Arena here. Nick Torn alongside Austin Kozakar. It's the BCIHL final. Game 1 against SFU and the VIU Mariners. As SFU has, well, they opened the floodgates in the second period and have made it a 5-0 lead. And it's been all SFU thus far.
It's just been, yeah, all SFU the second period. Let's do a little bit of a scoring summary. Karamishchev made it 3-0 on a pretty nice play, just going in himself from Hilton and Orchard. Bromhead with his second of the night to make it 4-0 from Nick Wicks and Caleb Parkhouse. And then Tristan Cross with the 5-0 goal from Nick Wicks.
Which was on a 4-on-3 power play.
Yeah, and it was kind of a turn of events because obviously it was originally the VIU power play, and then what was going on?
Don't worry, you're still here. So there's a minute 15 to go in the Tishka penalty. Ray's penalty is over because of Cross's goal. And then Dunlop has a minute 51 to go. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a minute 15, and then SFU will have a 35-second power play. But so far, penalties have been the story. And SFU's capitalizing them as they have a power play goal and a shorthanded goal. Special teams is working hard, especially that line, as you mentioned. Bromhead 2 goals, Parkhouse goal and assist, and Nick Wicks 4 points with 4 assists, and they're all the first assists too.
Yeah, and he's setting up the goals tonight. He's been great. Again, you said earlier he was quiet in the first round, but maybe he's listening or something.
He heard us.
Taking it personally.
He's not a fan of me right now, or maybe he is. Give him a scoring touch. Who knows? As he has the puck now, does Nick Wicks off the draw, and now Chin. Tried to find it. It's Danforth's stick that got in away. Palmer has it as we play 4-on-4. Morton, Chin, stepped up. Palmer comes to help out. He'll throw across ice. Near side Danforth, but he lost it at some point. And Bromhead checked by Daniels. Danforth follows up and gets it into the zone. Chu stops Palmer in the tracks. Bit of a dangerous play is Chu. And Palmer got tied up, and I thought Palmer brought him down, but... And now the penalties are coming. And now, okay, here we go. Chu's not pleased. Danforth, I think Chu hit Palmer, and then Danforth took exception. So I think in the end, this is going to be coincidentals. These two teams do not like each other.
It's been, I think, all things considered, maybe, it's been pretty constant, but it has been, I don't think we haven't seen misconduct yet. You almost kind of wonder if there might be one here.
Palmer's also going to the box.
Have to wonder maybe if it's like a 2 and a 10 or something maybe.
Well, Palmer's in the box, Danforth is in the box, and Chu's in the box. So this might be a power play for SFU. Just I'm assuming roughing calls are going all around here, as it got pretty rough down there.
SFU will have the power play out of that.
They have a 4-on-3 power play for 24 seconds, and then they'll have a 5-on-3 power play for, as I said, about 35 seconds. As the scorekeepers just want some clarification on what's happening here. as we're less than a minute into this period. Sit down, settle down. Let's have some fun for this third period. Wicks wins the draw, back to Karamishtif as they begin. Karamishtif, Wicks, one-time chance, save made by Kral. Struss rings it around the boards, good speed by Bromhead, keeps the puck in the zone. Karamishtif, Wicks. Top of the circle, Karamishtif, one-time chance, it's blocked, which was dangerous, now the puck's loose. Comes around, Bromhead shoots it, and it goes, it's blocked. Tishka's out of the box, where it's 5-on-3 now. Wicks keeps it in. Wicks down low, Hilton tries to just throw it on net. It's blocked by Kral. Wicks. 15 seconds to go in the one penalty, and Hilton backdoor scores! No, are you? Oh, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that's one of those, I guess, the net was off when it went in, but it was pretty clearly going in.
Like that, yeah.
But the rule is the rule. The net's off, and they're...
I wonder if Hilton one-timed that. You know, the timing. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
But the net did come off the push from Kral.
I guess when you're up 5-0, you're not going to vigorously.
No, yeah. It's not like you just gained the lead or tied the game or something. Yeah.
Definitely, you'd feel like that was a goal.
Yeah. Hilton will be a little frustrated, I suppose, as the one penalty is about to expire. Wicks, as Dunlop comes out of the box. Now the 5-on-4 power play. Ledyard back to Karamishtif. Wicks. What? Oh, they're announcing the goal from last period. As Bromhead, he'll shoot as he was falling. It goes over the net. To confirm, it was cross from Wicks. Wicks unable to keep it in, but Karamishtif does. Now Simpson threw it off his own man, and Dunlop's able to get it down with 20 seconds to go in the penalties to Danforth and Palmer. Cross. With speed, Tristan Cross. Goes around, stops. Checked. Now Berg into the middle, scores! Matthew Jalabert! Right at the expiring of the power play, Matthew Jalabert makes it 6. But an SFU player was knocked down, and I think that could be a penalty, as it was Lacasse. But nonetheless, Matthew Jalabert, the senior.
Yeah, big goal. Obviously been a huge part of team success this year. You probably don't get much of a better, middle six forward in the league than him.
Now, I'm just unsure if that was a power play goal. It was right as the penalty expired. So we'll get the official wording. As SFU wins the ensuing face-off, and they'll play it down. Morton, Danforth, he falls. Now Ward skates onto it. Plays it around to the far side. Buddy Johnson and Palmer come together. Kyle Berg gets an assist, puck thrown on net. As Berg gets the lone assist. On the Jalabert goal. And now Daniels dumps it in. Puck's bouncing around. Dunlop plays it low and missed Daniels. And Cross will get it on the near side. He'll play it back behind the net for Chin. Cross. Archambault gets taken down. That's going to be a penalty to Buddy Johnson. Icing's waved off. He'll touch it. And VIU will get the power play on the Buddy Johnson interference call.
One more sponsor shout out for the night. Tonight's third period brought to you by Moscone Brothers Landscaping, located at 4025 East 1st Avenue in Burnaby.
VIU 0 for, I believe, 2 on the power play. Both of them have been cut short, though. And have allowed the one shorthanded goal. Struss. Franklin. Earhart shoots, blocked by Jalabert. Earhart. Cherwalk shoots through traffic, hit his own man Wilkie, and then Franklin it bounced over his stick. Cherwalk. Franklin skates into the middle, shoots, goes wide. Tishka clears it to the side. Earhart trying to cut it in the middle. He's able to, but not very far as Jalabert's stick gets in the way and the puck comes out. Struss. Jalabert comes really working hard on Max Struss. Wow, this is some forechecking for Matthew Jalabert on this penalty kill. As Wilkie plays it back to Struss. Ben Ward's now going to get there. Dunlop gets there first, though. Under a minute to go in the power play, and SFU is forechecking. And now a good play by Robinson, and Ben Ward will turn the corner. Here comes Ben Ward, he'll shoot. Pad save crawl. Now Gavin Rouser has it. Oh, he had Ray, but it was a good stick from Robinson to stop that. And now in the corner, battling it out. Puck comes loose. Palmer checked by Chu. Now it's played back to Rouser. Morton. Now it's down low. Dunlop. Down low, Ray. Rouser scores. As SFU is wondering, I don't know what they were arguing, but Gavin Rouser has broken the shutout streak of Andrew Henderson.
That was quite lengthy. I guess you have to go to a game before too to truly count it, but that's 2 games, you know, two periods at least. You know, 5 minutes into the third period. Pretty good run for Henderson. Didn't really want to mention earlier in the broadcast the back-to-back shutouts in the previous games. Felt like that was an automatic jinx. But, but now I guess we can mention that with it now broken.
We can. But 2 games in 2 periods and about 5 minutes.
Just some incredible work from Henderson over the last couple games.
As it's a Gavin Rouser goal from Ray and Dunlop. It's 6-1.
And definitely here, BIU, that's a big goal. It's 6-1, probably not very likely gonna be a comeback, but
14:07 to go.
You know, you really want to build some momentum. You want to go into tomorrow feeling good.
Archambault around the boards. Hey, they might have some momentum here. Who knows? Now battling. Coltolero. Sticks on the ground. Chin. Now it's Wicks. Over to Cross. Cross shoots. Sean Simpson throwing his body on the line there. Now the puck's given away to Berg. He plays it to Coltolero. He'll turn. He'll shoot. Glove save crawl. And he'll hold on for the whistle. We face off in the Mariners zone. Shots 29-19 in favor of SFU. Now into the middle, Jersey Orchard. Great save by Derek Crawl, getting the right pad over to Stone. Jersey Orchard. Tishka. Picard comes in, tries to take him down. Tishka rubs him off. Now played to Hilton. It goes over his stick. Norman will skate onto it, but Berg takes the puck and plays it back behind the net. Struss. Around the boards, Picard. He'll get it out. Into the SFU zone. Karamishev's there, being watched by Ray. Now it's too far out of the reach of Berg, and Jordan Ray will turn and shoot. It's blocked by Orchard. Kyle Berg plays it to Orchard. Jersey Orchard checked by Struss. And he lost the puck in the process, and now it's Beauchamp. Tries to find Ray, but good job by Robinson to read the pass and intercept. He lost control of it. Now Ray throws it around the boards. And the puck will come out. Danforth. And Picard will put it deep into the SFU zone. Chu. Robinson. Ledyard bounces over his stick. Danforth. Cherwalk missed it. And now here comes Jalabert, but they're offside at the line. So face off just outside the Mariner zone.
I think this is an important time in the game for SFU, and like, you know, they've had some pretty good offensive zone control, but I think kind of, you know, really keep the foot in the gas. You don't really want to give VIU it all back in game, even if you're pretty confident in a 6-1 lead.
Yeah.
You just don't want to give them anything that they can feed on going into tomorrow.
No, exactly. Now the puck into the SFU zone on the sideboards. Now SFU unable, now they do to get it out. Danforth plays it in, and Chu will gather it. Puck tipped down by Ledyard. Crawls out to play it. Buddy Johnson was right there. Now Morton has it. Tries a stretch pass, goes past everybody, but the icing's waved off as I think it took a deflection, and now Henderson come out to play it. Cross. Gets it out of the zone. It's tipped, but that'll be before the red line, so it'll be icing. And a face-off in the SFU zone with 11:17 to go. Ben Ward takes it off the face-off, enters the zone, shoots, gets around. Ben Ward, oh, he had the space as the...
Some moves, just couldn't finish it.
It was created. The puck rolled off his stick and a shot by Cross. And Krall makes the save as good chance for Ben Ward.
Yeah, a fun looking play.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite get at the end, finish it with, you know, the perfect move to...
Just rolled off the stick.
Lost it. It was pretty impressive up until then.
Space just opened up for him. It was just like, whoa, there's all the space in front of the net. That was Dunlop. Not sure what he was doing. He was making an embellishment on Lacasse, and then Lacasse waves him out of the face-off circle. These two teams, some antics. SFU ends up winning the draw, and Cross plays it in deep. Ward isn't a big body. You wouldn't know it by the way he plays. He plays a pretty physical game.
Yeah, he's definitely willing to fight for that puck.
Brock Palmer now. Gets around some checks. Coltolero gets in the way. Now the puck's battling in the corner, off the boards, but then it bounces off the stanchion, right to Dunlop/Lacasse. And now Cross leaves it. Now Cameron Chin drops it for Cross. The two defensemen are somehow leading this rush. And now penalties coming up to the VIU Mariners. It's going to be a cross check. And SFU is going to get another power play. And it will be Max Struss to the box.
This is definitely a point in the game for SFU where you're not so much worried about, you know, whether you score a goal in the power play or not. Obviously, you know, it'd be nice, but at this point, that'd just be a bonus. You know, kill the time, prevent VIU from really getting back to more into a game or getting some life.
penalties are mounting up here for both sides.
Definitely be interested to see what the penalty minute count is.
Pretty high.
And no misconduct, just
Nope.
a lot.
Just
a lot.
penalties.
Good old-fashioned penalty minutes.
Just some 2-minute minors.
No tens in there.
No, it's just a 2-minute minors.
No tens, yeah.
Yeah. As SFU will have to restart from their own end. Midway through this third period, SFU up 6-1. Ledyard. Bromhead shoots. Blocker saved by Kroll. Puck's now loose. Bromhead plays it to Wicks. Karamishtif. Ledyard. Karamishtif. Ledyard, one-time chance. Save made by Kroll. Puck's bouncing in the middle. And now it's Bromhead. Tries to backhand it on net. Bounces to Wicks. Being watched by Rouser. Now it's over to Karamishtif. Karamishtif down low for Ledyard. Bromhead. Back to Karamishtif. Ledyard thinks about it. Goes cross ice. Hilton. Save made by Kroll. Really? Wow, what a save. That scores! Bromhead from the sharp angle while Kroll was down. It got under him, I think. And it's a power play goal for SFU. And they make it 7-1.
Bromhead with the hat trick.
That is correct. That's a hat trick for Logan Bromhead. I believe Hilton will get an assist on that. That's a pretty good way to start your BCIHL finals. Is that will tie him for the goal scoring lead in the playoffs with Jersey Orchard, who also has 3. Archambault. Thrown on net by Ward. Goes wide. Extracurriculars happening as Earhart takes down. He got lucky there. The rest didn't see that one. That was definitely a penalty by Earhart. As Levi Johnson enters the zone, he'll shoot over the net. Now trying to cut into the middle was Wilkie. He got stuffed. Battle in the corner. Robinson blocks out Levi Johnson, but now they're battling behind the net. Puck comes out. Buddy Johnson's going to get there, and he'll get it out. Well, Champ's there for the Mariners. Earhart tries to make a move, but Orchard intercepted it. Hiltz in. Beauchamp. In his own zone, plays it over to Struss. Off the boards. Wilkie. Penalty coming up. What? It's a hit to the head. And I think SFU's going to the power play. And I think Wilkie's just, that's going to be 2 and a 10 because it's a hit to the head. So he's done for the game.
Well, we did talk about no 10s. Now
there it is.
10.
There it is. So SFU gets a power play, and to be honest, I've lost track of how many they've had. I believe it's 5.
Ray will serve the penalty in the box.
They have 2 power play goals tonight. I believe they're 2 for 6, if I'm reading my paper right. Orchard, one-time chance, big save by Kroll. As Tristan Cross got all of that one, and it was a save. Berg, back to Chin. Cross. Chin takes a shot, blocked by Beauchamp. Now the puck's bouncing, it'll go to the near side. Orchard sends it in. Berg. Chin. Berg. Leaves it for Cross. Now it's Chin. I think he wanted Orchard, but a bit of a miscommunication. But now the clearing attempt was fanned on. But now it's Norman, and now it's 2-on-1 for the Mariners. Will Norman has Picard with him. Picard, great save, Andrew Henderson coming across, stretching the pad out. As, I don't know what Picard's doing.
Just a friendly back and forth.
As chippier and chippier as this game goes. There's 45 seconds to go. In the penalty to Wilkie, being served by Ray. Robinson gets around Rouser. Now he enters the zone and sends it in. Crawl. Comes out to play it. Robinson stops it off the boards. Parkhouse. Trying to go around everybody. He gets checked. Chu. Johnson. Robinson over the net. Chu. Robinson again. He'll shoot. It goes over the net. Johnson sends it down. Penalty about to expire. And we're back to even strength. Puck comes out. Oh, I don't think Rouser realized he might have had a 2-on-1 there. But he had been out there a long time as Buddy Johnson enters the zone. Plays it behind the net. Danforth. Stretch pass, and it's grabbing Rouser in on a breakaway. He shoots over the net. Ray tries to get it in for Rouser and had to take it off his skate. Plays back to Simpson. Shoot. Tipped by Ray. Puck's loose, and Coltolero clears it to the boards. Jalabert plays it off the boards for Coltolero. Mateo Coltolero tries to make a move. Lacasse follows up. He's able to get it back to Coltolero, who shoots it blocked by Archambault. Puck bounces over everybody's stick, and it comes out to Karamishtif at the red line. Finds Tishka, who will dump it in far side corner. Coltolero throws a check. Puck's bowing. Bromhead. Sorry, that was not Bromhead. Brock Palmer. Karamishtif. Given away to Archambault, and then Palmer kicks it ahead. Jalbert. Oh, Buddy Johnson's got it. Buddy Johnson's has some space here. Here comes Buddy Johnson. He'll shoot. Save made by Kral. Brady Daniels around the boards. Palmer stops it, being checked. Parkhouse. And then Archambault follows up and gets the puck out. Jalbert backhands it down. He'll go for a change. Crawls out to play it. Beauchamp battling with Parkhouse. Under 4 minutes to go in this third period. SFU still up 7-1. Shot, and Kral makes the save, and it deflects out of play for a whistle. Game 2 will go tomorrow here at Bill Copeland Arena. 3:45. We'll be live on YouTube. If you're unable to come down to Bill Copeland Arena for what will be a fun Saturday, if it's anything like today.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be a huge game. Especially think, Mariners will probably have a pretty big bounce back effort.
You have to think.
The games have been close all year, really. SFU led the series with a goal differential of 9.
Franklin takes a shot, cleared away by Henderson. Now the puck's bouncing around. It ends up Chin. Off the boards, Johnson. Rink wide to Parkhouse. Absorbs a check. Now Danforth has it for the Mariners. Levi Johnson sends it down deep into the SFU zone. Chin. Now given away behind the net. Now the puck's battling. It's on the side of the net. Henderson's got it.
But yeah, I guess the thing I was saying, the goal differential, I think I calculated before, it was +9 for for SFU, and it really mostly came from that one game where SFU beat them 7-1.
Right.
Otherwise, it's been mostly 1-goal games between these two teams, or a 2-goal game.
Close,
so this game's a bit out of character for the matchups between these two. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow, a bounce back effort, and if SFU can keep the energy they had tonight. They played probably one of their best games I've seen
for sure
this year. It's just dominant from the start.
As a face-off. One by SFU, bit of a scramble draw. And now Berg off the boards and out. And Orchard will chase after it. He's got to step past Simpson. Jersey Orchard will get there. Stops up. Into the corner. Archambault. Ray. Norman, he's got some space on the right side. Norman, stick of Keanu Robinson, got in the way, and the puck deflects out of play. For a whistle, 2:06 to go. Shots 36-21 in favor of SFU. I can't remember the last time SFU didn't lead in shots in a game. They constantly.
You probably have to go, a little ways back. I wouldn't be surprised in that Mariners meeting where the Mariners won, but
maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely it'd be abnormal this season.
They take a lot of shots. They sometimes score a lot of goals, but sometimes it's close games. But they're still taking a lot of shots. As Beauchamp has it for the Mariners, and it's tipped deep by Rouser. Tishka gets there, and he gets checked by two Mariners. Cherwalk shoots, blocked by Jalabert. Max Struss just plays it in deep behind the net. Rouser, Beauchamp wants it. Rouser comes out in front. Goes through nobody. Johnson gets checked, and Karameshchev lifts it high. Beauchamp has it in the Mariners zone. He finds Franklin, who tried to tip it deep, but hit the leg of Tishka, and Cherwalk instead hits it deep. Now Tishka behind his own net with time winding down here as Tishka gets tied up by Brady Daniels, and Daniels steals it away. Plays it off the boards, gets it past Dunlop to the Orchard as we've entered the last minute of game one. And SFU in convincing fashion. Dunlop over to Palmer, off the boards, tries to get it deeper, but Chu doesn't let it go there. Lacasse, it goes over his stick, and now he gets it deep into the Mariners zone. Crawl, out to play it. Now Palmer finds Brady Daniels, off the boards and out. Chu sends it down with 30 seconds to go in this one. Morton finds Danforth. And Dunlop, who got behind the D, he tries to cut into the middle. Garrett Dunlop, no dice as he tried to make a move, but Andrew Henderson shuts the door with 13.1 to go.
Just no room there. He was obviously kind of hoping to find something behind him. But.
And a face-off as game one reaches its end. Dunlop. Daniels back to the point. Simpson will shoot. It got through. Rebound chance. Dunlop's there, and Henderson makes a save. He'll cover it up with 0.7 to go. As the SFU fans are up on their feet making the noise as they'll take game one. And I think they're, again, going to run off the clock. And they do. Confirmed, SFU, a big game one win, 7-1. And they lead the series in the BCIHL final, 1-0.
Yeah, well, good night if you're an SFU fan. Not so much if you're a VIU fan. Very, very curious what we're going to see tomorrow afternoon. You got to expect Mariners to have a huge bounce back effort. you know, they have mostly played pretty close games, but SFU just played pretty, you know, almost as close to a perfect game as they, you know, as they could.
Yeah.
And yeah, big statement win, you know, by SFU. You kind of come into this, you know, to target on your back on, you know, you're just kind of expected to win. So, you know, there's maybe a lot more of the pressure on SFU, but they delivered tonight, and it'll be on them to deliver tomorrow night.
We remember tomorrow night, well, afternoon, I guess, 3:45. Start time here at Bill Copeland in Game 2 of the BCIHL final. As we wait the 3 stars, this was a rough one. I believe the referees handled it pretty well today as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of rough stuff, but it never really got out of hand.
No.
It was just a lot constant. It was never like disruptive.
Yeah. Caleb Parkouts gets a third assist, or a third star, excuse me.
Just a really good night. Obviously, a goal, a couple assists, that whole line. He was a great addition to it.
Nick Wicks, 4 assists.
4 assists, and really the driver of a lot of those goals. Like I think 3 out of 4 of those assists were primary assists. His setups, he really made them happen.
And Logan Bromhead with his hat trick in Game 1 of the BCIHL final.
Yeah, guy gets a hat trick, plays as good as he does. Some great stick work too. You know, that's worthy of a first star selection.
As that'll do it here from Bill Copeland Arena in Game 1 of the BCIHL final. SFU wins 7-1. We'll see you tomorrow at 3:45 at Bill Copeland Arena.